Oh, sour today. You want that?
I'm allergic.
Pineapples?
Pineapples.
You allergic to pineapples?
And apples.
Apples?
I'm allergic to pineapples and apples.
Apples?
Yeah,
Yeah.
serious. I'm so serious.
What happens to you if you get one?
If I eat pineapple,
Yeah.
my mouth gets swollen.
For real?
Yeah. I'm like, ever seen honeycomb?
Nah. Like Dr. Dolittle, basically.
You seen Sydney off of what's that? The squirrel?
Nah.
How she got them big old cheeks?
Oh, Sandy.
Yeah. Not Sydney.
I said Sydney.
I'm talking about something else.
Yeah. You get like that?
Yeah, bro.
Well, you gonna take your backpack off and get comfortable?
No, man, I'm a schoolboy.
Okay, bro. I feel you.
I'm a schoolboy.
All right, lower the mic just a little bit. Right there, get in front. You got it all up in your nose right now. There you go. You straight.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good right there.
Hey, yo, Joe. Okay.
All right, mic check. Welcome back.
You hear?
Who that?
Oh, never mind. My bad.
Mic check. Welcome back to another episode of the Justin Dunning Podcast, man. This is about to be a fun podcast right here. They, as promised, the guy who's been heavily requested, one of the most popular men in Aggie Land. Look at him. Leon O'Neal. Leon, how you doing, baby?
Leon O'Neal Jr.
Oh, my bad.
That's my daddy name.
Leon O'Neal Jr. How you doing, brother?
How you doing, boss?
You got a middle name?
Yeah, I'd rather not talk about it. Yeah. Nah, my middle name Barrington.
Barrington?
That's crazy. Don't say it twice. I'll just be chuckling off my middle name like that.
Barrington?
That's a rich middle name right there.
It is, bro. That's like a...
Barrington.
Like
That's when look, when they say Barrington, I should put glasses on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I wear glasses.
Like you see those little monocles?
Got a 4.0. Yeah.
Well, go to a country club, go golfing.
Already got my degree.
Leon Barrington O'Neal.
Barrington O'Neal. Leave me alone.
Where'd that come from? You know, for one of my classes, we had to do, you know how you do an icebreaker at the beginning of the class?
Yeah.
So for one of my classes, we did an icebreaker, and we had this basically say where our name came from.
Right.
Where did Barrington come from?
My dad, I'm a junior, so I don't know how that all kind of figured out itself, but it did. So I ain't like it at first. I was really embarrassed like through the process. Middle school, people say it.
Boys clowning you.
Yeah, girls clowning me. It's the worst.
Yeah.
I'm here now though.
For sure, they can't clown you now.
But yeah, they can't clown Barrington now. Facts.
You should put it in your name in your Twitter bio, bro. Twitter. Barrington? Yeah. Nah. Leon Barrington O'Neal.
I got too much hashtags in my bio right now. I got wake 'em up, Texas Speed, the clamp up gang. I got all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I finally got you on. You didn't have the opportunity to do any interviews this year. Yeah. And so now you're a sophomore, or about to be a sophomore. Right. So got the opportunity to kind of sit down with you a little bit. A lot of people wanted to hear from you because you were you an interesting dude.
I'm big time Aggie, man. I'm big time Aggie.
Man, I didn't follow you a lot through your whole recruiting process. Like I didn't follow you on Twitter physically.
Yeah.
But I would always see you on my timeline. Like, bro, this dude's popping up every day.
Like,
you on my timeline every single day.
I ain't even asked for it.
Yeah, man. It's like, so a lot of people want to hear you get on here and talk for yourself, man. So what I want to do is kind of flash back a little bit, let people kind of get to know you personally from kind of where the whole thing started for you. So when did you start playing football?
I started playing football, I think about the age of 6.
Okay.
6 years old, started at 6, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, my mom put me into it. My dad, like I said, like my dad, who's definitely there, but he wasn't there all the time. Yeah. It's kind of like they had their own little personal problems, but for the most part, my mom put me in football.
Right.
I ended up playing for Texans at first. That was my first team. I played fullback. Okay. I was an energetic kid who didn't know much about football.
Right.
But I just knew I loved it, you know what I mean? After that, I played for the Southwest Steers with Derek Tucker, and we ended up winning the championship together and all that other stuff. So that was pretty fun to go, experience. And then now I'm in college with them. So that's the small life, small young life with me right there. And then for the most part, like middle school, I started falling off track. Started being more of being a follower. I always followed the older guys, not a younger guy, but definitely the older guys, and they wouldn't put me in the right predicaments at all. And
now, did you grow up in Cypress? Or?
I grew up in Missouri City, Texas.
Missouri City, okay.
Yeah, so I'm from Cypress, y'all. Look, hey, I'm from Cypress now, though. I'm from Cypress now, though. Nah, but I'm from Missouri City, Texas. For the most part, like most city was hard. It wasn't necessarily poverty. It was just a lot of basically delinquents. I guess we were all bad. Like we all was just
kids running around,
running around the streets and everything else like that, and just getting in trouble. So like for the most part, it would just started off with fights, and then I ended up getting some type of misdemeanor, and it got out the way.
Yeah, I saw that whole situation.
Right, and that's what my commitment video was all about, because I wanted to show them the real me. I don't want to have to see it on the news somewhere after I'm actually living my dream and somebody want to slander my name with that. You know, like that's some old stuff that I never ever put myself in ever again, and it's out the way anyway. You know what I mean? But I'm not scared to like say it. Or,
But a lot of people there try to hide stuff.
Right,
like that.
right. No, not me, not me.
Yeah, I think it's crazy too, because like you kind of talked about it a little bit just then.
Right.
Whenever you start having that success, somebody they'll pull it up and they'll be like, "Oh, this dude's he's a felon, he's a this and that, whatever."
Right.
To kind of throw some dirt on your name. But I thought it was real cool that you kind of put that out there.
Because I think the biggest thing about life is what people don't understand is we all human.
Yeah.
We all gonna make mistakes. I made a mistake at a very young age, so it's very immature as you as an adult to even judge me as a criminal. You know, like I'm a kid.
Right.
Not too much I know, you know what I mean? And
for the people who are listening right now that don't know.
Right.
Okay, what exactly was the situation you're talking about?
So the situation that I did, like I said, it started off with fighting, getting suspended in school. Not listening to my mom. She worked a 12-hour job. My dad, he was, not always around. And for the most part, I grew up with a house full of girls, so it was like I was always out on the streets with the boys, you know what I mean? And and that's just kind of how it started off. It was really like theft, like stealing. And I wasn't I got influenced with the drugs and everything else like that. I ain't do drugs ever, but selling drugs and that was just bad. It was bad. I'm doing that at the young age. So for the most part, it was I was ambitious about it, and that's one thing I found about myself. Like I'm always gonna be ambitious about something. You know what I mean? Like it could be a bad thing or a good thing.
Right.
And so for the most part, I found what I'm ambitious about for a good thing, and I start doing like my life changed from there. So like from that was like through the process of 6th grade through 8th grade. And then like boom, here come 9th grade. They got me on probation. I need to get my life right, or it's over for me.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so the video it showed you breaking into was it a car?
Car, yep.
So like, is that how you got caught up?
Yep, pretty much. It was kind of sad, man. It's out there with the wrong guys. Pretty much doing that. I try to keep it as real as I can without putting too much detail on it. You know what I mean? But for the most part, like that's kind of what happened. I woke up in the morning, police banging on the door, like 6 police cars, and it's like, we know you did it and everything else. And they kind of felt bad for me because I'm just a kid. Yeah. And I think the worst thing that I had to deal with was the look my mom gave me. Like, that would hurt. And I think that's what pushed me through the rest of high school to like be right for her, be better for her. And like I promised her so much stuff, like, Mom, buy your house, buy your car. I'm gonna do like, you ain't gonna have to work no more. Like we all, and I know as many kids out there who like wish that you probably did that for your mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you like, sure. And you still working on that. So like that was something I was like big about. So once I got out of that, of that, for sure. Like that frenzy of trying to find myself and be positive and be ambitious for the right reasons. Look what I did, man. I mean, come on, 40 offers. Yeah. I didn't have an offer in my freshman year, my sophomore year, but I kept striving. I kept working hard. And the reason I didn't have an offer because I couldn't even get on the varsity team, not because of my talent. My dad couldn't even get a house in the area. Like the first year we got a house in that area. The next year I supposed to be on varsity. My dad looked at me like, man, he worked so hard for me. Like he taught me a lot of discipline. He taught me how to be a man. He taught me right from wrong. My mom did exactly the same thing, but it's coming more from a man than it would have come from a woman. You know what I mean? Would make sense. And I thought it was so powerful how my life changed. You know what I'm saying? I just always want to spread it for the most part.
So wait, what was that situation? You were in the Cypress district, but he couldn't get a house in the area.
Yeah, so he had first, like the first year he had got the house. Okay. And then the second year is when, he had to like figure out what he was gonna do because the lease was up or whatever, and he couldn't pay for the rest of the house. So something had planned out for him and his lady to come, and they were gonna both have the house, and it didn't work out. And then I can't get on varsity because I don't have a house in the residence. I ain't got a house in the residence. I can't play varsity football. And I bust my butt all summer for this. You know what I mean? And everybody looking forward to it. So what made it hard for me was like, I want to go play varsity football. I'm dogging people in JV. I'm dogging people. Like, I'm getting pick 6 every game. Yeah. Like, I'm throwing boys around. Like, if you watch my film, and that's why I blew up, I guess, how I blew up. Yeah. My first year on varsity. That junior year that people watch where I blew up and wake them up, start getting all out there. That was my first varsity season.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so, like, it was just, like, God sent from there, Yeah,
it had to be something that was highly anticipated. You were waiting on that junior season.
I don't think people understand what kind of perseverance and what kind of person I am. Like, I could take all types of negativity. Yeah, from left to right. And that's what I think. That's what makes me special. We all got something that makes us special. We just got to find it. I know that's what makes me special. I'm a star. I'm a light. You know what I mean? As long as you believe in that, you can go as far as you want to go. Nobody can tell you anything. And so for the most part, like I feel like everybody got that. We just got to find it. So,
talk to me a little bit about getting those offers late because both for myself, I started getting offers my sophomore year. Obviously, around the time that these big recruits start getting their offers late in the sophomore season. And I felt like mine was coming late still.
Yeah.
Because I saw like Dalen Mack, he was like the highest recruited dude in the area. You seen big Dalen Mack out there.
Dalen Mack, I seen it.
Dalen Mack, he had offers already like going into sophomore year. So I'm thinking like, I'm late on this. Mm-hmm. You know, I was getting mad because I didn't have them until like track season sophomore year. And so like, I guess for you, that's a completely whole different story. You didn't have them at all till junior season.
Right.
Were you starting to think maybe like, did it ever cross your mind that maybe you weren't going to be a D1 player?
I'm glad you brought this up. So I kept working hard, and I think I was more focused on just playing like football on the high school level and showing what I got because I haven't did that yet. Yeah. I think my dad finally got a house. He got it during my sophomore season, but he got it like later.
Okay.
So I finally, advanced my papers. The district said it was okay for me to play varsity. I came there, played 3 games, and I played fairly well. You know what I mean? And wasn't even starting yet, So they eventually was like, okay, this guy got to get out there. This is his year. So my junior year, I knew it was my year, so I just kept working hard throughout that season. And then my cousin, I remember my cousin had died away with a seizure. Rest in peace, Keith Smothers. I love you so much. But he died with a seizure in a bed. And before that, I just remember all the stuff we did. We played basketball together, work out together all that summer, just before that season had started. And he told me in the kitchen, we had like emotional talk, and he was like, bro, you're going to be the best safety ever. Like, you're going to be the best safety ever. Mind you, I have 0 offers at the time he telling me this. I'm still trying to find myself on the field and find myself. This is football stuff for me. And he told me you're going to be the best safety ever, bro. I just see it, like the way you move, like you are very ambitious about it. Like I wish I was like that, And he told me that, and I get it. I understood it, but I didn't completely understood it, Like
right.
When he passed away, I got that call, and I remember like after the South Fair game, and I played great, but I didn't still reach that peak of best game yet. Yeah. And get home, and I'm scrolling through my TL on Instagram. I see his sister posting "Rest in Peace, Keith" and everything else like that. That gave me so much hell that night, and I just remember what he told me. Every game, every practice. Like I went to practice every day crying, bawling though. Like I was, and after that, people trying to dab me up, and I'm over here crying in tears. What you crying for, bro? Like they don't understand. My first in that game, he had a funeral. I had an option. This is my best game I think of my high school career, even my junior year. I know I had a good senior year, but even my junior year, like for my career, my best game was against South Falls, in the Cypress area. But we played South Falls. I had an option whether I was going to play in the game or go to his funeral. And I retraced the stuff he told me in that kitchen, how you was going to be the best safety. You know what I'm saying? How you was going to do this. You really ambitious. I believe in you, bro. You going to do this. You going to do this. I got to do this. You know what I mean? So I picked the game over the funeral. I'm a ball for him. I put Keith Smothers on all my tapes.
Was it a hard decision?
It was very hard. Yeah, it was really hard, and I think my people didn't understand it all completely yet until Syracuse offered me my first scholarship right after that game.
That's real right there, boy.
You know what I mean? So like,
that's dope.
Wake them up, man. I mean, like it's one of the things that I just like. I like to believe a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I like to believe in something, and I believe that's why I go hard. You know what I mean? Not just Keith, but my mother, and going through the adversity I went through with being a freaking menace to society. You know what I mean? So that's the worst part about it. But like, look where I'm at, man. I can't even sit here and pout or complain about anything. That's why when I got here and I'm not getting the play time, I feel like I could manage. I trust the process, stay the course, and watch God bless you. And, my last game, I played my first game, got my first start, got my first interception, man. First of a lot of things. So I mean, you got to just keep faith. My bad, keep faith, and at the most part, just keep grinding, man. It's gonna happen. You got to just believe in it.
First off, I want to say rest in peace to your cousin, man. You always hate to see young lives, man. Yeah. It's a struggle.
He's still here. He's watching right now. He's smiling. He's smiling. It's good.
For sure. That's a good mindset to have too, brother. Man. You feel as if everything happens for a reason?
Yeah. Yeah, everything.
Isn't it crazy that you made that decision to go and play in that game rather than going to the funeral?
Right.
Ended up getting your offer after that.
Right.
And even like how the conversations y'all had and how he lived his life, it's kind of living on through you. Right.
And that's how I wouldn't have it no other way. I mean, I want him here. I want him here, man. I feel like I want him here. He's a great guy. He could have been a great father someday. Could have been a great friend of somebody else someday. Because I mean, he's a great person. Yeah. And so for him to die in that bed with a seizure, and I wasn't there to help him, nobody was there to help him. It's like, that's not the end. I won't let it be. Right.
But then you got people like yourself going out and telling his story, even on a platform like this, man. I think that's big, man. There's a lot to applaud in that. Yeah. So talk to me about, you came to A&M. Okay. First of all, when did you make your mind up that you were going to come to Texas A&M? Because you had the whole situation.
This was something that I thought about a lot. With Sumlin being here, I loved A&M with 104,000 fans. I didn't know too much depth about college football, but I remember coming to a game and I was like, I want to play here. Mm-hmm. I didn't care about who was winning national championships. I didn't care about that at the time. I want to play here. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm a great safety. I'm one of them safety that I feel like I can go to any school around the country. It could be D2, D3, D1. I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to be a beast. Yeah. Simple. I just got that much belief in my game. But for the most part, it wasn't even like that. It was just like, man, A&M was unbelievable, man. And when they started talking about the education part of it and the Aggie ring and the great people I witnessed here through the process of the recruitment, man, it was a no-brainer to come to Texas A&M and come live out my dream, man. It was a no-brainer, man. And then now it's like Jimbo here and reassured me how much they really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Wanted me. That's what I had to get down and understand, you know what I mean? 'Cause I'm going to be real about it. Like, they didn't offer me at Florida State University. And it wasn't on the aspect of, oh, you wasn't a good enough DB. Mm-hmm. We got a lot of DBs in Florida, which I understand too. You know what I mean? Jalen Ramsey, Darren James. You think about other guys, young guys who they probably thought was the next ones up. You know what I'm saying? That's their state, so that was fair enough to say. Notre Dame actually couldn't offer me a scholarship.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
They called me and they asked me for my scores, and it wasn't high enough. And so they didn't offer me a scholarship there. But Coach Elko ended up being at Texas A&M. He said, "Hey, I'm here. So he worked really hard to make sure he come get me, and I'm here, and I'm glad I made this decision.
See, a lot of people, they kind of followed your recruitment because you were one of the prospects that was really out there. Yeah. So I got to ask about the whole decommitment and the recommitment process. So for those who don't know, you were committed to A&M. When did you commit to A&M for the first time?
I committed to A&M, I don't know, it was like I think my junior year.
Junior year?
Yep.
And then you decommitted when?
I decommitted from A&M.
After Coach Sumlin got fired, was it?
So, yep, right after Coach Sumlin got fired.
So the head coach gets fired at the school you about to go to.
Right.
You decommit to kind of open up your options.
Right.
What was your kind of mindset behind that whole decommitment?
I was just like, I want to just see my value, and I got a lot of schools looking for him. Come on, man, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, I should be too cocky, but man, I'm like, I'm on top of the world right now as a recruit, you know?
Right.
And so like, I gotta take every blessing God give me, and I gotta take advantage of it instead of sit here and be settling. You know what I mean? I tell every recruit that come here to A&M, don't settle, man. See yourself here.
Yeah.
I don't want to force nobody to go to any school. See yourself here, and I see myself here. You know what I mean? I believe in something. I believe that this is the best school in the state, and has all the potential to be the best school in the country.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
All the ingredients are there, man.
Yeah.
So this is one thing I want to talk about with you. I talked about this to Kellen for a little bit, but I want to talk about this with you because you are one of those guys, because of how much you put out there and how much you talk about, you know, having success and the whole wake 'em up thing.
Yeah.
So you see some people out there that just hate.
Yeah.
That people they're just Leon O'Neal haters. Like they want to see you fail. And I see it out there. They're like, man, this dude talks so much. I want him to shut up.
Yeah, I want him to shut up. Like, I know.
What is that like having that target on your back?
I don't look at the target. I think it's a motivation, man. You know how I'm inspirational. You know, most inspirational people take it as motivation. I mean, for the most part, like not everybody gonna like you. You know what I mean? That is what it is. I'm a person who's very confident. You know, maybe that intimidates people because they're not very confident, and they should be, and they wish they was, and they're not. You know what I mean? So that's the stuff I'm going to stay saying. Like, I'm a confident person. I believe in myself, and for the fact, you know, the fact that you don't believe in me ain't gonna change what I believe in. I mean, for the most part, I came to this world alone. I'm gonna die alone anyway, so I don't care what you think. You know,
it's kind of funny, ain't it? Though.
Yeah, it's
some
weird.
people go out their way to kind of wish down on somebody.
Yeah, but
else.
If you think about the name, Wake 'Em Up. Yeah. I don't want people to think of a superhero.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where did that come from?
It came from a high school game my junior year. And it was like before the season started, I was like, I'm taking this district by like, I've been talking like this. By the way, this ain't nothing new. This ain't for the hype. I've been like this.
You've been doing this for the longest.
Yeah, like this is nothing new. I said, I'm taking this district by staying. Like, I'm taking over this district. I have 0 offers. They don't know who I am.
Everybody like, bro, shut this dude up. What
you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, at the end of the year, I have 40. 114 tackles, few interceptions. You know what I'm saying? And my name's all over social media, and I'm popping. So, like, what's the crazy part about it? All I did was believe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I lived by my statement. It's one thing to make a statement, but not live by it. One thing you're going to know about Leon O'Neal Jr., I'm going to talk what I was going to talk, but I'm going to back it up.
Oh, talk that talk. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's his attitude. I mean, people don't like Jalen Ramsey at sometimes because he talked that talk, but he back it up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? That's just the DB mentality. If you ain't got that mentality at DB, what you doing? I don't want to play with you.
For sure.
Facts.
You were talking that talk this year. You weren't playing that much.
Right.
What was that season like for you? Did you anticipate yourself playing a lot?
It had to humble me. It had to humble me. I had a lot of stuff I had to learn as a young athlete. you come in, you think you know it all. You don't know it. You don't know as much you think you know. And I respect Coach Elko for he'll call you on your BS, man. Like, when you mess up, man up and say you messed up. And I think I did a very good job at that. I think I did a very good job at like swallowing that pill and being a highly recruited guy and coming in and actually taking. I could have just, you know what I'm saying, like, man, F this, man. I'm going to go to a different school and go transfer and like that's not a man thing to do. I don't quit, man. I don't budge under pressure. Yeah. And I proved that. You know what I mean? So for the most part, it's like, hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even about me though. For the most part, if you watch the games, like the first game, I was pouting, I was crying. Nobody know that on sideline. My first game, I was crying because I was like, man, I didn't get out here this whole first half past me. We playing UAB, not UAB. I apologize. What was our first game of the season? You remember?
That's what mind blank. First game. What was the first game of the season?
First game of the season was it was
a small school, right?
Yeah, it was a small Northwestern State. Northwestern State. So I'm over there like crying. I'm like, I'm in the worst mood. We over here beating the dog. Out of them. Like I felt bad. I just felt bad for my team. Like, who am I? Yeah. You know what I mean? So I had to find myself again. Like, you got to find yourself.
What are my values? Is that is it important for me to win or is it important for me to play?
It comes to the point where it's like you talk about A&M so much and how you want them to thrive and be successful. You're killing the team by pouting, dude. Yeah. And I talk to myself like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And having guys like Dono to sit there and lift me up when I was down, like I appreciate guys like that, man. I love Dono to death. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to always be there for Dono. I don't care what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. That dude was there for me. You know what I'm saying? Especially through the process of him coming off an injury and got to focus on what he got to focus on and still dealing with this little snotty freshman. You know what I mean? Exactly. So, like, for the most part, like, I love Dono. Thank you. But, man, think about it. Like, you come in highly recruited, not an opportunity to play, and it's like, man, I had 40 y'all could have went anywhere. Dang it.
Exactly.
Right? But then you're not thinking the big picture of all this stuff. Everything's a process. You think about guys that go play at Bama and go play 1 year, and they go into the first round draft pick. Mm-hmm. They're stars.
Exactly.
But all stars bloom late. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
if you got
every
talent,
star bloom different. You know what I mean?
If you got the talent, your time's going to come.
Right.
I think another thing that messes people up, too, is they compare their success or they compare their path to somebody else's.
Right.
And so you basically, you looking at, and there's a freshman over here that's playing. I'm on the sideline.
Right.
You can't do that.
Right.
Like, everybody's story is different. Everybody's situation is different.
Yeah.
Yours was for you to sit out. Yeah. And then you finally start working your way onto the field a little bit.
Right.
You got the bowl game. How big was that bowl game for you?
I didn't look at it as big. I looked at it like a normal day of practice, man. Bro, like, we do this every day. You know how it goes.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like repetition. I already know I'm like that. First off, when anybody get on the field with me, they gonna see the real Leon O'Neal Jr. at his best. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I don't give my team my best, you know what I'm saying? I can't sleep at night. You know what I mean? So at that point, like, when they told me, Leon, you finna start, like, I automatically went beast mode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
10 times worse than I was gonna go beast mode as a second string or whatever. Like, I knew I had to come with it. You know what I mean? I did. I mean, for the most part, I'm still feeling like I watched the game and I'm like, man, I missed this. You know what I mean?
Could have been that much.
Yeah, like, listen, at this point, like, I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep going hard. But now I gotta be a leader for this team. You know what I'm saying? Not just me, but everybody else who's been here already for more than a year has to be a leader. Has to be more about team. You know what I mean? And I that's why I said the first game of the season, I wasn't about team. Once I started being about team,
right,
good things start happening to me at practice. Good things start happening to me around the meeting room. Good things start happening to me around the team. And then, outside of football, I make sure I manage myself. I got OCD, man. I got to make sure stuff clean, stuff organized. I did that. I did it the right way. I said, yo, sir, no, sir, when stuff. When coaches talk to me, I did the right things. And my life right there throwing like one bowl game in Jacksonville, Florida, completely changed the, you know what I'm saying, direction of things, how things was going. So, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's live, man. You know what else is crazy? I've seen a lot of freshmen come in, like the dudes who are all the talk. Yeah. Do all this talking. Yeah. And they get here. And you see them slowly start to fizzle out. You start to see them like, guys are starting to get in line. Yeah. They're not saying no more.
They're shrinking.
Now they turn into a little quiet guy.
Nah.
I thought it was crazy that you came in as this big light, this dude saying all this kind of stuff. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And you kept talking this whole time.
Yeah.
You on the field now and lined up to be a starter next year.
Right.
And you never stopped none of that talking. That's just who you are, though.
That's who I am. I think what it is, like, for the most part, I'm juiced up all the time. Yeah, like, I am always.
But see, a lot of people lose their juice though. They fizzle out.
You know what it is? College can make you figure out, do you love the game or do you not?
For sure.
Like, for real, like, you'll play high school ball and the coaches patting you on the back telling you how good you are, but when you meet competition, when you meet dogs that's supposed to be solidified as dogs like you, you're going to shrink or you're going to rise.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people wanted me to shrink because how I talk.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when I'm not shrinking, they trying to find something else to slander my name.
Yeah, like what?
Little do they know, my first game, I actually played a longer game was Bama. Like that was my first actual game. My first actual game was Alabama.
Yeah.
And I had the tackle for loss. I had this, that, and I had a lot of MAs. Okay. You know what I mean? But I still came out there, not even a flinch of like scared. Like I was like, I was made for this. Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's how you supposed to feel. I don't see why some guys don't feel like that. You know what I mean? You're made for this. So
people hate on the people who talk a lot. Like you see in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
Right.
All these critics, they hate Baker Mayfield.
Right.
They're like, bro, shut up. Stop talking.
I love him.
I love it. I love it, man.
I love how he talks back to DBs.
Yeah,
like, oh my God, that's the quarterback.
You got to have a certain energy to play the game. I think it's an element that people are trying to take out of the game.
Yeah.
I appreciate people like yourself who are adding it back to the game.
I'm just inspirational, man. I love it. I love football. I love football. I love everything about it. I love going through the adversity of it. You know, and I think this was the process. The process of loving the game.
Yeah,
I love the process. Like I love the process of like I used to go out there in that backyard and do them put back. Like I didn't know how to backpedal. I started backpedaling. I was a quarterback coming into high school. That's probably what
quarterback.
I was a quarterback.
Oh, I was like Buddy Johnson.
Oh me, I was a quarterback. Nah, I ain't run. I like to pass.
What?
Yeah, I like to pass.
You still throw that thing?
Oh yeah, probably I can't.
Nah,
I can't. No more. I tried to throw the ball at practice one day to Kellen. And boy, Kellen said, "You can't throw, Lee." That's crazy. Can't throw, man. I can't throw no more.
That's dope, man. Yo, tell me about this. I'm glad I got you on right now. So I've been seeing that thing about Fast 7 a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar with what exactly
about.
That's a 7-on-17 competitive.
Yeah. So short summary. So me and Ro, he hit me up and basically
this is the coach for Fast 7.
He was a trainer / coach, and he was telling me he bring an organization and he want to train with me, and we got something special going on, and I want you to be part of it. I'm the first guy he hit up, and I'm the first guy who actually believed in what he was talking about. And we had a long talk in the car, and I think I'm big on relationships. I had a relationship with Ro, man, and from there on out, this our third. They are going on the third season and of the Fast journey, man. And that's how you think about Jay Waddle. Think about Caleb Chapman that's on the team right now, man. You think about all the other stars who played for us. Caden Stearns, who's balling out at Texas. I mean, all them dogs came to get together. Tay Barber, who came out of my school, he's at TCU. He's had a good freshman campaign. So, like, man, these all guys came from Fast.
Right.
You know, we got it started. We got it jumping. And so from there on out, that's how the Fast stuff started. And then what it is a 7-on-7, DB versus receiver. Even running backs can play. You got linebackers starting to join now. And it's just basically teaching you more about the game. It's getting you more exposure. You know what I mean? Without the big boys out there getting nasty. You know what I mean? It's kind of like talent just takes over. Receiver, if you're talented in DB, you're going to get exposed for it. Like you're going to get, and you might have 0 offers, or you might have 5, or you might be a 5-star that got done up by a 3-star.
None of that matter when you get on the field, though.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think that's for the most part was unbelievable going out to different parts of the United States and just playing everybody like around the country. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, it's so fun, man. It's so fun. I love it. But for the most part, Ro, man, he's an unbelievable guy. He really cares about these kids. He's real charismatic. Went out there to feed homeless. You know what I mean? Went out there to preach to different young guys about this life. Right. And I love when he called me out there and be like, "Do you want to go?" I'm like, I'm in a heartbeat. I'm there because he was always there for me. He taught me a lot of my fundamentals. I wouldn't be here on this stage and being able to perform because he taught me a lot of that. You know, so I appreciate it.
So, what would be your message now to guys who coming in, true freshman guys who want to talk about they want to be a star right away? What's your message to those guys?
Slow down.
Slow your roll.
Right. Slow down.
Too much dip on your chip, brother.
Slow down and for the most part, keep that itch. Keep that itch. Talk about the itch. I do it. You know what I mean? But for the most part, slow down because sometimes you will miss something. Slow down. Sometimes you'll miss something. Take your time. Believe in yourself, of course, but take your time. Take your time. Listen to everything you got to listen to. Just try to do everything at 120 when you do it, but make sure you mentally getting your reps. I think that's the biggest thing. I came here physically ready. Yeah. Physically ready, man. I ran good. I picked up weights good. I did all that really well. I even could do like the little stuff. If you tell me to knock somebody down without no X's and O's, I'm gonna do it. It's easy, right? But like when it comes to the X's and O's and understanding what somebody doing or what scheme they putting in, that's what changed it for me. Like I didn't think about that in high school. You know, I didn't think about full on situational football, and that's what they teach you here. That's what they teach you in college, and that's what it is. That's football. You know, so for the most part, slow your roll, man. Trust it, trust it, and slowly you're gonna start becoming that leader because you trusted the process, you trusted these coaches. And you know, that's the biggest thing.
Sure. So when you were back in high school, I would always see y'all talking or you talking on Twitter. It's all these different commits that were going to like Texas or whatnot.
Yeah.
Were y'all actually beefed up with like, I think it was the two safeties they got over there with BJ Foster?
Okay, so BJ Foster, unbelievable athlete. Have the utmost respect for his game. I said his game. Right, for his game. He's a very good athlete, but like I'm the best safety in the country. You know, like it shouldn't even be a discussion, but apparently I got to show more.
Yeah.
Caden Stern's unbelievable safety. I'm the best safety in the country. That's the attitude I had though at the time, especially when I'm getting you getting okay, he's the best safety. He the best safety. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It shouldn't even be a conversation with that. Yeah. That's how I felt.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm competitive. I'm very competitive about what I do, and that's what got me here.
Yeah.
I couldn't settle for anything but first. I put my mom through way too much. Keith passed away for me to come third.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like no. So that's just my mentality.
So was it an argument between y'all? Or
with the Texas thing, it was just a whole bunch of nonsense. It was like I didn't feel spiteful at the fact that they got Caden Stern. He's a beast, but I didn't like liars. I didn't like liars, and like they told me, oh well, you gonna be with BJ Foster, man. Y'all gonna play together. Y'all gonna ball together. Yeah. Me and BJ even had talks, and I was like, man, I like Texas, man. Texas is cool. Yeah. And then for the most part, they show you love. You know, they show you love, and then I'm like, wait a minute, like let's rewind real quick, because out of nowhere they got Caden Stern. He sent me a long message. You know, just a whole bunch of rude ride, and sometimes I still feel it. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. They sit over here try to play me. They try to play me, like
right.
And you basically try to like, and then the worst part about it, everybody wasn't gonna play like off top either. Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Like,
trying to get all y'all over.
Yeah, like trying to get us all over here, just lying to us. Like, there's no point. So for the most part, I'm just glad I ain't go there. Lord have mercy. Good off that, man. Horns down. I ain't feeling that.
Where else did you almost go though?
Oh man, Clemson.
I thought so.
I mean, I was gonna go to Clemson like in a heartbeat actually. And that's why some people like how time still talk about it to this day when they won. I was getting text messages like, "Hey Lee, do you regret it?" Like, what kind of question? No, you know what I mean. I think everybody got their path. I honestly didn't feel like South Carolina was my path. At first, I did. You know, after I decommitted, I went on Clemson visit, and I'm talking about Dabo, the staff, the amount of work ethic these players show. Man, it's like a dream. It's nothing but football out there, man. They got nothing else to live for but football, man. Not just the players, but the fans, man. And they think it's not football first with them. It's always character and person. And I thought that's the person I was heading to be. Like I was. You know, I got a big personality, but for the most part, I got a very good soul, man. And I changed my life for the better, and I do things the right way. And those guys up there do it the right way. And they got guys coming back on their D-line and was like, we're going to win a championship. And they did it, man. You know what I mean? So you look at that back in, you're like, I could have went there or whatever. I don't never look at it that way. I'm like, good job. We got y'all next year. Come see Leon. You know what I mean? That's the person I am, you know. But for the most part, like I was going to go to Clemson, and I got that thing in my sleep, man. I was sleeping. And I was like, man, shaking in my sleep. Like, nah, man, it's not the right move, man. I keep thinking A&M. I don't know why I can't stop thinking about A&M. I couldn't stop. I really couldn't stop. Like, I done made video games of me playing at safety, NCAA 14, Leon O'Neal Jr., like, making plays. Like, I'm like, bro, this got to be meant to be. I'm making plays. I made a play on Bama. I'm like, I go there. Like, you know what I mean? Exactly, so, like, I just had that dream in my head, and I didn't let nobody take that from me.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's about to ask? Cypress. Come out of Cypress. We had a couple guys on the team that came out of Cypress. I'm curious as to did you have an opportunity to see any of those guys play Otaro? Did you see him in high school?
No.
None at all?
Never got a chance to see him. Cause I think I came to Cypress. Man, I came to Cypress literally my freshman year. So my freshman year, I didn't. Oh, so I didn't even much know anybody who was out there like that at all. You know, I was like, I don't know this area. So like
Kima, OT, Keith Ford.
Keith Ford, I didn't know.
You seen Keith Ford?
I heard about Keith Ford. Yes, Keith Ford's the beast.
That boy's a dog. Huh?
Yeah.
They're swinging that neck around here.
Yeah, Keith ain't no joke.
Did you ever meet him in high school?
Nope. Never met him in high school. I met him here, actually. Keith's a funny guy.
Had a conversation.
He's a funny guy. Like, he's cool. He real cool. Keith's cool, man. He cool.
Yeah, it's one of my. I gotta call him up on the podcast one time, bro. It's he a funny dude. He'll give you some cool advice.
I ain't never seen anybody with a bald head that run that hard.
Yeah, man.
That boy run hard.
That boy will swing their head at you too.
He literally missed a whole first down just to go and try to trick you. I swear to God. I watched that game in Tennessee. I remember that.
Yeah. That was a screen, huh?
Like, what you doing?
I'm like, go, Keith, what you doing? Trying to run somebody over. Come on.
Yeah, he a beast.
I remember when Keith got here, Keith was running the ball so hard on scout team because he transferred and he couldn't play right away.
So he had to Then
that was my freshman year.
He definitely got the dog in him, man.
That boy was running boys over, bro. Smack over. It was crazy, though.
Yeah.
So, any guys on the team you want to give a shout out to that played a big role in your freshman year?
Pretty much everybody who, you know, on the team. I mean, they always believed in me for the most part. Like especially the DB group, like they know kind of demeanor I have.
Right.
And it never was one of them things that we had a problem with or anything like that. Because you got guys coming in like. And they talking as much as I talk, like you know what I mean. But then they realize, oh, this is a great guy. Like at first he grow on me. Like, I hear it on the sideline, man. Leon growing on me, bro.
Yeah.
Like at first I was like, man, but now he like growing on me. Like I'm always joking around at practice. It'll be like it'll be one of the slightest. Like you know how you got the practices, man. They start wearing you down. They like, oh man, we out here. And I'm always like, let's go, let's get it, let's go. Like, that's the guy. They like for the most part they like, man, Leon, this is who he is. Like, there's no what. You like he ain't gonna keep this up forever. Like this is who I am, and like I think for the most part, like Dono. Like I said before, like Dono, man, I couldn't give nobody more love than that. Like Dono, man, he helped me out so much. He helped me out so much. Lefty, Caleb Smith, and for the most part, I mean, they like my boys, man. They took me under their wing. And they made sure I was good, man. And I think that's a big brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? From big brother to little brother, man. They kind of like got me. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we ain't got nobody. It get bad. So that's why I look big on, like, when guys come up here, I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy that just there you could come talk to, and we could be there for each other. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, we used to be supposed to be close, you know.
What do you like doing off the field?
For the most part, I play the game. Like, you know, I'm a normal guy, man. I play the game. You know, I like to go out, go shop. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Little But for the most part, that's about it. And just enjoy my family too, man, because you don't get a lot of time with that. And Houston not too far from here, so.
Should back to the H real quick.
Yeah.
Visit the family.
Yeah.
Was that another part of why you went to the
It played a part. It played a big part. Like I said, I'm from Texas.
Yeah.
I'm from Houston, Texas. That's why, as much as I say I got a problem with guys going to like UT or TU, whatever you want to call it, like you're in Texas, you're from Texas.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to keep ours home.
Yeah, keep it top 10.
And for the most part, then start about getting the guys out of Cali, start reaching our hand in there. But for right now, we got to make sure we win our state and keep guys home, because you keep guys home, you got way more. People playing with more passion. Like we play LSU, it was literally like Louisiana versus Texas.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
You know what I mean? Like I felt it. Like I was like, oh yeah, we finna get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I already know how. Like I remember 707 how them boys talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How they think about Texas boys. And they, you know what I'm saying? So that's what made the fire like real fire. Like it was way more. It was way bigger than just the game right now, dog. Like, if you beat me, like I ain't gonna know how to like.
Exactly.
Right. And so like my first year being here, being able to like be a part of beating LSU, that feel good. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah. So.
What is you have any goals for next year?
I want to win a Thorpe Award next year. I've been like this. I've been trying to like. I want to raise the bar where people like, no way, man, no way,
no way you can do that, dude.
No way, man, no, dude. Like you're good, man. But
it's your first year, dude.
Yeah, just
slow your roll.
Like you said earlier, slow your roll, dude. You Thorpe Award, man. You tripping? But nah, I want to win a Thorpe Award.
You aiming for the stars, though.
I'm aiming for the stars, man. That's what we supposed to do. That's what we live for.
Do you ever think you got too much dip on your chip, or you just?
Nah, man. You live one time. It can never have too much dip on your chip.
Yeah, exactly.
Dip it up.
You got the whole finger covered, whole hand covered in dip.
You gotta understand, like you live one time.
Yeah.
How you want to live it?
Exactly.
And how much you gonna work to live that life? You know what I mean? I guarantee you, like I'm not done working. I'm never gonna stop working until like my body give in on me. You know what I mean? Until then, I'm still gonna try to fight. You know what I mean? But like for the most part, like this is who I am. This is who I'm gonna always be, man. I'm just an excited guy. I love the game. Very passionate about it. And when I'm riding with my boys.
Yeah.
120. You know what I'm saying? Till the wheels fall off. So like this is a big time Aggie, man. Big time Aggie. That's all. Big time Aggie, man. That's all.
Giggum Gang 19 was it?
Oh, 18.
18?
18.
Okay, is that where it started? Giggum Gang 18?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's what it was. Giggum Gang 18.
It's been dope, man, to see you, come on campus, or first visit out here as a loudmouth senior. Now you a loudmouth sophomore, man. But it's been cool, man, that you maintain that level of who you were this entire time. Yeah. A lot of people forget who they are,
man.
It's
crazy. It's kind of cool, man. Kind of cool, just like kind of looking back, like, man, I be sleeping at night, couldn't even sleep just thinking about it. Like, I'm in it. I'm ready. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can wait to put out my first pictures. Like, I'm finna like these. I know they finna like these pictures. I'm in that thing. First picture, I'm here.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I be acting a fool, man.
Yeah, you do, man. You're gonna be a fun dude to watch next year, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Glad you're having this success, brother. Glad you stayed on for the whole ride, man.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah, keep your head up, man. Keep pushing.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
For all of you guys who are listening right now, whether it is on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, subscribe, like, leave a comment, rate, review. You subscribe to our channel?
Yeah.
You do?
Wait. I be saying.
I asked everybody twice, and they always and then they're like,
I think you know they think like when you ask that, like, oh, do you see our channel? Like, do you see it?
No,
like,
are you physically subscribed to the channel?
I will physically subscribe to the channel. I will
physically subscribe to the channel.
I will.
Okay. Go to your iTunes, go to your Spotify, go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Like, rate, review on Spotify or iTunes, and leave a comment of any guests or any topics you want to hear discussed on the show, man. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
LSU.
Clemson.
Hello. Bama.
Georgia, too. Don't forget Georgia.
Georgia. Everybody, man, y'all better stop playing with me, man. Y'all better stop playing with me, man.
Yeah, man.
Everybody owe me 10% too. Everybody owe me 10%. I ain't forget. Everybody owe me 10%.
Well, why people acting like you ain't make Clemson though?
Yeah, like I ain't make Clemson. like I ain't just get on Clemson. Like I ain't just, you know what I'm saying? Like we really ain't supposed to just beat Clemson. Stop playing with me. Come on, man.
For sure, man.
Hey, shout out Trevor Lawrence, boy. Love you, boy.
Already, bro.
Boy, that natty, boy. Jalen Waddle. Hey, don't ever in your life try to rock me again on that field, boy, on CBS, boy. I'm not playing with you.
That boy did rock you on the sideline, wasn't it?
Hey, they don't count those. The flag. Yeah. Did you see what happened in the next play, though? Yeah, I came over there, tackle for loss. Yeah. First tackle for loss. First game, first tackle for loss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all see what happened in NC State game. Stop playing with me, man. They put me out. Look, first start. Yeah, first interception.
Already, bro. Good to have you on, brother. For sure. All right, guys. Peace.
God bless you. Wake them up, man.